Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mickey and D Show. Today we're joined by the alien-loving, wrist-cuffing 201 himself, Dennis Mcfly. How you doing?
Doing fantastic, guys. How you doing?
We're good. I won't lie. It's weird to be having a conversation with you and there not be bars in between us.
True. Yes, most of the time there is bars between us, and it's usually a little bit more hostile.
Usually is. Mickey, when's the last time you got arrested?
Who's Mickey?
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, because McFly came in uniform, Mickey has also come in uniform. Isn't that right, Mickey?
All right, rats out of the bag. Yes, this is Mickey. Yeah, I came in uniform. All right, okay. Professional courtesy. If one's coming in uniform, I also must come in my uniform.
And what is that uniform for?
Don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
Okay. So, Dennis.
Don't worry about
it. D.
I mean, I guess I want to take me back, bro. Take me back. What? Let's go before you were a Fed. What was Dennis like in his early years?
Well, I grew up with my grandparents in Liberty City, for a little bit. And then I was promptly kicked out and told to find my own way. So they actually just put me on a bus and sent me here to Los Santos. I then probably got a very cheap station wagon right off the bat. I had about, I don't know, I think I came in the city about $25K. So I had some savings, from freeloading off my grandparents for so long. And that's pretty much the start of it. I was just trying to, fit in, trying to find a real job in Los Santos, which was hard. I got robbed. I got picked on for my bright orange hair. Every name of the book, I got beat up, thrown in trunks. It was bad. It was like a daily thing.
Anime backstory. What the fuck?
I was taken hostage constantly too. Yep. Which actually kind of led me to law enforcement.
Okay, well that's interesting. My next question was, what made you transition from the Dennis before to the Dennis that became a cop?
Yeah, so like I said, I kind of hinted on it previously, is the just being beat up and taken hostage constantly. And
you just thought, fuck it, I'm becoming a cop.
I thought if I was going to join the gang, I might as well join the biggest gang in the city.
Okay.
That's what people say. I've always said that as a little joke, but yeah, in all seriousness, yeah, I joined law enforcement so I could try to, help those who are getting taken, maybe help those not get taken hostage or beat up and thrown in trunks.
Well, speaking about gangs, what do you think of the gangs in the city at the moment? There's quite a number of them. Could you name them at the top of your head and give us your thoughts on them?
There's a number. How many gangs in the city would you say there are?
5, 6. I'd say 6.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Some are more active than others. More, by active I mean, more violent shit than others, And then some just, I think they're more of like, they do illegal shit, but they're just conservative. That's the best word about it. They just don't need that, that cash grab or that thrill anymore. I don't know.
So let's play a little round of quick fire, right? I'm gonna say some gang names. I want you to tell me your honest thoughts on them.
Okay, honest thoughts.
Honest thoughts, 100%.
Okay.
West Side Saints
can be annoying at times.
Royals.
Wait. A thorn in my side is probably a better one for the West Side Saints.
Okay.
The Royals, old gangsters, but not old as in like, like old people, but like they've just been around a long time.
519.
Who? I honestly don't remember which ones they are. Which color do they wear?
Purple.
Oh yes. Coming up, I think they were the ones that I see actively doing something. As on occasions.
Disciples.
Haven't seen in a very long time. Didn't know they were still around.
AOD.
They seem pretty chill. They just hang up at Yellowjack most of the time, so they seem more like a biker club, like they claim. So I haven't really seen.
Interesting.
All
interesting.
Right bar.
So who's your favorite out of the lot?
Oh, you missed one.
I did.
Triads.
Oh, Triads.
Triads. Another one that's kind of up and coming. I haven't dealt with the Triads too much personally, but they definitely have a few of them. Definitely a few of them are definitely pulling the weight for the group when it comes to crime. It seems like I see the same few in the evidence and whatnot.
Are we missing any?
I don't think so. I don't think so. So when it comes to like gangs and dealing with responding to gangs and gang activity, how do you teach the PD to go about that?
Well, it's every gang has different approaches. To be honest, it depends on what you mean by dealing with. Do you mean just in general?
Like say there's shooting at a gang turf. Like, you guys just gonna, because I'll be real, bro, we've had some people in Los Sol, they just march on in there.
Yeah, I mean, they only march in there when they desperately need to. That's what they've been told anyway. And then some do have apartments down in, South Rockford, so you can't really blame somebody for trying to pass through real quick to get to their house,
That's very true. That's very true.
But the current rule is not to be down there, not to patrol down there unless a call requires you to actually go down there.
How would you say your relations are between PD and the gangs of the city? I'm not talking like the one-off criminals that go and hit an odd store here and there. Like the actual established criminal gangs. How do you think from your side those tensions, those public relations are?
It kind of depends on the week, Some weeks it's a little bit, because cops and gangs, we're never gonna get along because it's just how it is. You guys do illegal stuff, we stop the illegal stuff, so there's always gonna be conflict there. Are we getting hunted at the moment? I don't think so. I don't personally. I haven't been shot just pulling out of the driveway today, so I say it's relatively good at the moment. I definitely have had some super rocky moments. I'm not gonna lie. Through my whole career, I've been at it since we were the sheriff's department and whatnot.
So you say your whole career. How long have you been a Fed?
Quite a bit. 800, almost 800 days or so.
Jesus fucking
hell,
Christ.
so you're like nearly on 2 years?
Yeah, something like that, almost.
You've passed 2 years, right? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Fucking hell.
It's been a long time.
So you've been around the block?
Yes, I've actually been around the block, and yes. Yep.
So you started as a deputy then, right?
Yes, Deputy Dennis Mcfly, yep.
I have a
question.
How did you get from deputy to 01? How process of that, and do you like it?
Oh, how did I achieve my 01 status?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of just kept putting in the work, never really called out, never, always put in my hours, put in more hours, and kind of always stuck around, when people would quit, it's the chances to move up. People would retire, you move up, and then eventually, like I said, I just been at it for 800 or so days, so finally got 01 status. But I have been command for quite a bit now, though.
Where's that?
I'm sorry?
Like, when did you become command?
Well, command was lieutenant at my time, so when I became lieutenant, I became command.
Oh, okay. What were you going to ask, Mickey?
Do you? What's the way to put it? Do you keep up with it? Do you, let's say enjoy it, but also do you think you can keep up with the work and the standards you have for O1? Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, for right now, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Still pretty youthful. Like I said, I started out as my career at 25, technically now 27, so not too bad for myself. I
You
still have
wouldn't want to step down anytime soon, no?
No, not anytime soon, no.
So you're letting the
Okay.
people know that the Dennis McFly show is here to stay.
Oh yes, until until my group deems that I am no longer a great leader, or whatnot, and then I will happily step down.
Okay. Do you reckon Commissioner is the next stage, or are you?
It'd be cool to have a commissioner.
You cut out for me, Mickey. Can you ask that again?
Do you think Commissioner is the next step for you, or are you happy where you are?
Commissioner would be great. I don't even think we have a commissioner, but maybe if once I whenever that may be, if I do leave here from the police department, I might become a judge or something,
Cool.
A judge
or commissioner, yeah, Judge McFly.
Ooh, that'd be pretty spicy. You think you'd be able to give fair and honest juries?
Of course.
Even if I'm the one being convicted?
I mean, of course, that me, I follow the law, so I'm throwing, if you've done wrong and we can prove it.
Especially if Bruce Bear
guilty.
tries to sue another cop.
Oh, at that point, it won't be my department anymore. So
I want to talk about that with the suing the cops. What's going on to have so many lawsuits?
Cash grabs.
Is that what you think it is? Cash grabs?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them are legitimate. We had one I felt was real legitimate a while back. But other than that, a lot of them are just, I feel, for the most part, cash grabs.
So, you wake up
asking for $250,000, $500,000. Like, what are you trying to do? You get a payday for, so you don't have to work the rest of your life? Come on, man.
Sounds like you take pride in your troopers. Sorry.
I do.
That's good.
You happy with the people that are working under you?
I am. Some of them obviously need work, the lower ranks, but and every day is a learning. I learn something new every day. Even as a leader. So I have to approach things different ways. I learn to approach things new ways, and we come in different problems. With our troopers, and we deal with it as it comes, pretty much.
So speaking of the man that are working under you, are loyal to you, and all that, I want to say one name, and I want you to tell me your immediate response. The first thing that comes into your head. All right? The Taylors.
What do you mean the Taylors? Are you talking about Jesse
Yeah,
and Michael Taylor? Both exceptional cops. When it comes down to the paperwork, very exceptional. Their arrests are pretty on par. Obviously, some of them had issues, and whatnot.
Very public issues, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's just inner stuff too, But yeah.
So overall, you don't think you're happy with the Taylors?
Yes, the Taylors in general. Yes, I'm happy with.
All of them?
Michael and Jesse, yes.
So you're not happy with Lucas?
Well, I mean, come on. Now we're talking about someone who was a cop, then wasn't a cop, then was a cop, then wasn't a cop.
Are you aware of what happened with him and Randall Connor?
No, if this happened last day or two. No, then I
No,
don't.
the incident in which he mag dumped an old man with a shotgun in pillbox.
Oh, that, for some reason when you said Connor, I've thought my officer. I have one called Connor's. He's obviously one of my
Could he
good
possibly
ones.
be related to Mr. Randall
Possibly. I never did ask. I probably should. But actually, I think his name was Connor, and our officer's name is Connors. With an S. So I think it's different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was not thrilled with that by any means. That was a huge, a gross misuse of power in a sense. I felt like an old man. It was pretty intense. From what I heard, he was beating somebody with a hammer, which is pretty fucked.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I'll agree.
But I feel like even in, I'll say my current state, I don't have as much muscle mass as I used to. I probably could have tased him and wrestled him down or something. You know what I mean? So there wouldn't have been loss of life that day. But
so the interesting
he's
thing,
no longer an officer. So
yeah, well, I want to ask you this. So the interesting thing is, I was telling Lucas, yo, I can hear him beating on her in there. Before Lucas opened that door, he had a shotgun in his hand ready. Are you guys trained like that to preemptively, because I'd be real, man.
Not at all.
Even if it was a pistol, I possibly could have understood it. He's beating on his, it's his gal at the end of the day. Shouldn't really affect him when he's on duty, but that is his gal. I can understand the motions are high there. If he pulled a pistol and shot him, I can maybe understand that. But big man, he went in there with intent to kill. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, he's no longer an officer, so.
Are you guys trained like that though, or is that something you?
No. Some people, they just don't understand, and that it seems to. They feel like they could do what they want.
Do you think Lucas should be locked up for what he's done, or do you think being kicked out of the force was enough punishment? I think
Lucas is really lucky that any family member hasn't come forward, and whatnot.
See, here's my point, right? Mr. Randall, he might have had dementia, so maybe he forgot the S in Connors because he has dementia. You get what? Maybe forgot it over time. You certain he's not related to what was your officer's name?
I'm sure it was on his ID card. So I mean, if it said Connor on his ID card,
yeah, but he's old as fuck, or was old as fuck.
What does that have to do with a legal document, you knobhead?
Because he's got dementia.
I am so confused what you're getting at right now.
He's
if he goes to the DMV to get a new car, and he's like, and he puts his name wrong, they're gonna be like, "Sir, I think you might have put your name wrong." Or to be honest, I think I put my name in once at the DMV.
You think someone with
dementia
should have a car?
Or I gave them my birth certificate or something.
I mean, he was driving.
He was driving. Yeah. Los Santos is very, very low standards, as you can tell.
So how does that make your job? Does that make your job harder? Does that make your job easier? Because obviously you guys don't make the laws; you just enforce them, right?
What makes them harder? The lax traffic laws, or
just
easy,
there's a lot of loopholes
out of cereal boxes.
There's a lot of loopholes.
Yeah, a lot of loopholes. Yeah, I think that's just it makes it hard, difficult sometimes. When we're trying to give the right charge to somebody, and there's like a little kind of a loophole in a sense there, and you're like, well, what do we do? Do we hit him with this, or do we hit him with 3 other ones that kind of that cover the same thing? It gets rough sometimes. So this comes down to maybe the legislation needs to be fine-tuned, which it always has been. It goes through reworks and whatnot. So
now I want to ask you about the prison and reform. Do you think the current system works in reforming people?
As in, like, people won't do crimes anymore?
Or just trying to bear their life also?
Like, someone goes to jail. Do you think they come out reformed?
I feel like we could do all of the best work as being a personal DOC member myself. You can do all the bad. You can work with the criminals. You can try, but they, in the end, you guys, not you guys, but the crims in general is what I mean. They seem like they have their mindset. You know what I mean? Mindset on I'm gonna go hit that Vanjie's. I'm gonna hit that Fleeka. I'm gonna get that lick. You know.
So do you not think there's anything the DLC can do to change that mindset? Oh, I'm just going to go back out and reoffend?
I mean, they could try. I mean, we're always trying. You know, local DOC. You know, they have their work program, and whatnot. But people, they, you know, you know, it's sad to say, but some of them, you know, they get a low rung job. You know, just like a security guard or a fucking burger flipper. You know what I mean? They're not making enough money compared to what they're used to. You know.
Who is the head of the DOC?
That will be our Michael Taylor.
Do you think he's doing a shit job?
Oh, that's kind of harsh. No, not at all.
Okay.
Shit job is definitely harsh to say. Like I said, there's not really. I mean, we can try different programs and whatnot, but in the end of the day, I feel like with DOC, it's like all we can do is hopefully they don't kill each other in there, and maybe give them some incentive to work some time off, you know, stuff like that. You know, maybe show them, you know, we're not all too bad. You know, I don't know.
Speaking of that, we're not all too bad. How does it make?
Can we pause real quick?
Yes.
Yep, all right.
Yes. Mickey will have to.
Yeah, we all need to. Yeah.
Now you see,
Wait, what do you mean? You'll have to too.
No, I'm good.
Ah, right. Gotcha.
You know, D, it's not good for you to walk around, just sit around like that. You know.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Nah, man, I don't mind. You know, I say blood clot all the time. It's about time I get one, really, you know.
Oof. You want swollen ankles? Because that's how you get swollen ankles.
I take swollen ankles.
Oof.
Yeah, you don't want the balls in your feet getting, you know, infected and that. So.
Yeah, you want to get you know, you want your ankles to swell so much you don't even see your fucking ankles anymore? Because that's what's going to happen.
I'm not getting no ankles.
We've heard from a couple of little birdies, Mcfly. You've had problems with the extra-terrestrial. What's that about?
Ah, yes, the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Yes, if you haven't known, I was abducted countless times. Well, not countless. It was probably 3 times. I can count 3 times I was abducted. In North Paleto Beach. The interaction itself, don't kind of remember. Aftermath, you can kind of see what happened really in the end. I was changed. Obviously, I was much muscular, as I like to say, back in the day when I joined the force. Yeah, so that happened a while ago. That's been a long time.
Did they chop your ding dong off?
Yeah, I am assuming yes. If you're asking if I have dick and balls, no, I don't. I went and got checked out originally by, I think her name was Alice, Dr. Alice, and she came back saying that other than, you know, I don't know if it was a joke or what, because my vocal cords, as you can hear, still same old Dennis. My hair, my eye color stayed the same, but everything else kind of changed.
Okay.
So pretty much down to, I'm, you know, female anatomy here, unfortunately.
Right. Can I ask you how you found yourself at
I'm sorry, beach? You stumbled over your words.
How you found yourself at the beach, or did they pick you up somewhere else and leave you at the beach?
The first time, I think I was just driving through the highway, and I literally woke up on the side of the road, The first time it happened, I woke up on the side of the road, like covered in fucking this weird gray slime shit. It was really weird.
Did it taste good?
What the?
No, it didn't taste good at
So,
all.
Okay.
obviously, when dealing with the extraterrestrial,
It tasted metallic.
you have had a first-hand run-in. What do you say to the non-believers out there?
I mean, what do I say to non-believers? I mean, hey, I got checked out by a doctor. If we got technology to completely change people's anatomies, I'm sure we'd be making super soldiers and stuff, you know. I don't know. It could have been a weird government project. Who knows? But I know what I saw. They didn't look, you know, they look kind of like aliens, I guess. But I don't know. Like I said, it's all really weird.
You say it's like
the aftermath.
hazy.
Yeah, the first few days is always like, because like I said, it's happened. You know, I got abducted three separate times. Third time, I think I might have resolved my own issue. I'll kind of just leave it at that. You know, I don't think I'll ever be messed with again.
Okay. Is there beef? Do you have a warrant for their arrest?
Oh, for the aliens?
Yeah.
No. We'll just say I have a trophy in my apartment.
Oh.
Okay, yep. Holy shit.
Yep. Yeah, so I probably won't ever be messed with again.
How much do you think it's worth?
It's not worth anything. People would just say it's like fake or something, probably. You know. So.
True.
Or like I said, you know, I just keep it to myself.
So
it's really only worth something to me, really.
Barry gave us the warning, but I wanna hear it from you. Avoid North Palito Beach, then, right?
Yep. Well, like I said, there was a few other people which I won't name names because they said they don't want to be named that got affected in other or a similar way for a short period of time. Luckily, they came out on the other end fine, but I did not. So, yeah, for the most part, I stay away from North Palito Beach. Most, I don't know. Most people don't really go up there, to be honest. I'd say generally just stay away.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Fucking word on that.
I woke up, there's an island up there where time, I think it's still
Stay still, right? That's something Barry said.
You've been, you've been there, right?
Barry did say that.
But Barry went into your story a little bit on his podcast with Xenia, so I was curious to hear it from your mouth itself. You know,
has that been posted?
No, it's not. Oh,
okay,
you know, we're filming we're filming around the pods and then pre-recording shit like that.
Oh, okay, cool. I get that. Yeah, because I do watch them, so
I appreciate that. So I got a pretty tough question. I got a pretty tough question for you.
All right, is that we're done with the alien stuff? No more alien questions?
If you've got nothing else to say about the alien stuff, then...
if you want to move on
I think we've resolved it, Like I said, we've kind of see what they've done to me. Oh, I guess I did miss a part where they messed up my... I didn't know how to speak for, I don't know, a full
Barry
day.
mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah. That was only weird. That was the really weird thing. The last time I came back, they brought me back... I couldn't speak right for a while. That was weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the alien thing. I guess lucky that I'm alive.
I would agree.
Hopefully didn't start some intergalactic war by doing
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah,
we're double fucks.
So, you said earlier, you're a fellow DOC member yourself.
Yes, sir, I am.
What are your thoughts on a DOC member telling my brother Zeke that they hope his heart explodes when they tased him twice?
What did they say? Can you repeat
They told him they hope his heart explodes.
Did they yell at, or did they like whisper in his ear like menacingly, or?
I'm
That
unsure.
sounds
I'm
ridiculous.
unsure.
That kind of sounds kind of crazy. Which officer was this?
I'm not gonna out them publicly.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that seems a little intense and almost like someone's maybe has a bit of an evil side to them.
Would you agree that that would be highly fucked up of them?
Probably. Yeah, I mean, I would have to know context. Like, did he say like he was like quoting a movie or something? You never know. Just saying, the sentence itself. Yeah, that sounds really bad. It sounds like someone wants someone to die. Like someone's just like a tad like a little fucked up in the head.
So speaking of people that want other people to die,
Okay.
obviously you're the O1.
Yep.
It seems like your complete polar opposite, your nemesis as such, is one Archie Mercer. It's been very public, ongoing narrative there. What are your honest thoughts and opinions on him?
Mr. Mercer?
Yep.
He's one of those that we put in the unsavable category. He's very dangerous. Obviously, I would not interact with him. I recommend no one interact with him. Yeah, for the most part, he's just a very highly dangerous individual.
Does he strike fear into you?
Fear?
Fear.
Maybe at one point. Maybe it's more anger at this point now. It's fear's turned to anger.
So you're angry?
Not like constantly, but yeah.
What did he? Has he done anything in particular to you?
I mean, I lost a ring finger.
I did notice.
Oh shit! So you can't get married? Unlucky.
Mickey, that's
I probably could still get married. I don't think a ring is really.
No, that's not how it works. Under the eyes of the Lord.
Yep.
Oh,
you
shit.
really? Jeez, man.
Yeah, I have kind of like a little thing in there, but yeah, kind of makes it works. But yeah, I lost a ring finger. I got fucked up a bit. Maybe got some mental things wrong with me. But yeah, no, I'm still alive.
Okay,
So it's fair to say you're not a fan.
Yeah, definitely not a fan.
Have you ever used the car wash? I must say, my car's never been more cleaner.
I have used a car wash.
Yes, clean like my life. Yeah. What is your favorite? What's your favorite response to a crime? Like, what's your favorite? I don't know how to put it. Yeah. What's
favorite call you've responded to?
Yeah, favorite call you've responded to.
Favorite call? That's kind of a strange question because usually if a call is happening, something wrong's going on.
Yeah, but maybe something's happened on one that's made you laugh. Maybe you've had a fucking crazy experience. Instead of favorite, then let's say wild.
Okay, I do have one. I have one of the craziest robberies I've ever went to. And this is, I'm not joking. We went to Evangelico's one time and got attacked by 2 pigeons.
Excuse me?
What?
We got attacked by 2 pigeons. They were strong enough to like fuck us up and like steal car. It was fucked up. They were holding weapons at one point. A pigeon had a pistol. You would think,
speechless.
I don't know. I don't know if they were robotic. I don't know what they were. We shot them down and kicked them aside and went on with Evangelicos. But it was probably one of the craziest. When you said craziest, that one always sticks with me. When we got attacked by pigeons.
Probably trained assassins sent by Mr. Mercer.
Probably. There are probably some robotic drone things, to be honest, because like I said, I've never seen obviously I've never seen a bird hold a gun at all. So it was kind of weird.
Jesus, man. So from being a bum and fucking stinging off your grandparents to becoming O1 to the fucking aliens to pigeons with pistols, it's been one hell of a chat. I won't lie.
Yeah, it's been a ride, and yeah,
we appreciate your time. You know, obviously you may have felt a bit of a risk coming here, but you know me, I keep my business and all that separate. Got one final thing I want from you, all right?
Alrighty.
Any words of wisdom for the people?
Ooh, that's a good one. You know, love your family, you know, because you never know how long they're gonna stay around, you know, and whatever it be, your friends or whatnot. That's all we can really do in this society, because you know, get hit with an asteroid tomorrow, you know.
Why an asteroid?
Or aliens will come and fuck up your day.
I just picked asteroid. I mean, honestly, you know, you could get stabbed in the, you know, an alleyway. You know, you never know.
I feel like a solar flare is. I feel like a solar flare is more realistic, to be honest.
Okay, solar flare. You know, just pick it. You know, you stabbed in an alleyway, whatever.
No one would ever stab me in an alleyway. I'll stab them in an alleyway.
Okay, bad car accident then on the highway or so. You know, you never know.
Oh, that sums me up. Okay, yeah, a bad accident would, we
don't want that. So, you know, just
I don't, but it happens. So,
just you know, friends and family, just cherish them and whatnot.
Awesome. It's been a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the Mickey and D Show with Mickey.
Yes, sir.
Fuck you.
I wish you would sometimes.
Okay, that's a wrap.